Steve Cohen breaks his silence on social media, stating that he believes in this 2025 New York Mets team despite the recent struggles, and that he will be present for all three games in this upcoming series that kicks off tonight against the Atlanta Braves. But that's not why we are here on this video. We are breaking down and talking about the latest report, especially surrounding David Stearns and what he's been up to in the recent days. Before we fully get into the latest report, please do smash those thumbs up buttons and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these conversations, as well as comment your thoughts and opinions down below on this latest report. Because according to SNY and multiple other MLB news outlets, David Stearns traveled to Japan in the last few days to watch Japanese phenom first baseman, power hitting first baseman Munetaka Murakami play. And the game that David Stearns attended ended in fireworks as Murakami hit a walk-off home run to help his team win. What a showing in front of David Stearns and other MLB scout representatives, I am sure. 8 seasons in the Japanese league under his belt, in which 5 of those resulted in 30-plus home runs, and he hit as much as 56 home runs back in the 2022 season. Murakami, who again is 25 years old, is expected to be posted in this upcoming offseason for MLB teams to go ahead and go after and sign, and he will be hypothetically making his MLB debut in the 2026 season. But where is that going to be is the biggest question of them all, with teams like the Mets and, of course, the Los Angeles Dodgers right in the mix. Now, the Dodgers are probably still the favorites to land Murakami, especially given the recent history of phenom Japanese players making their way over to the West Coast and playing for that organization, which has had immense success, as we all know, in recent years, especially following their 2024 World Series championship. But the Mets, this is an interesting conversation to be had, particularly surrounding Pete Alonso and what David Stearns and the Mets are going to do with upcoming free agent Pete, who is certainly earning his money given the numbers that he's posted overall in this season. Pete Alonso is going to be on the other side of 30 years old, while Murakami, again, once more, if you didn't hear, is 25 years old and will have a lot of controllability left. And that seems to be something that David Stearns loves and prioritizes, is the controllability of players, especially if you're going to splurge and give them a large contract, which is what Munetaka Murakami is going to be getting from any team that he signs with in this offseason. Now, as it pertains to the New York Mets and this conversation, especially surrounding this fan base, is, are you willing to let a guy like Pete Alonso go, given what he's produced in his career in this league thus far, for a little bit more of uncertainty in how Murakami will translate to the MLB level? Now, I'm sure the power will not drop off. You don't hit 30-plus home runs consistently, even in a different league, and expect that power to drop off. But overall, we all know that there's an adjustment to be had for a lot of these players coming over to the MLB. It's a different style of play. It's a different league in general, clearly, and that provides the uncertainty, but also surrounding the Mets' plans with a guy like Ryan Clifford, who also was just promoted to AAA Syracuse in that bulk promotion that David Stearns and the Mets front office decided to do a couple days ago alongside Jonah Tong, Carson Bench, and Jet Williams. What is the plan for Ryan Clifford, recently getting promoted to AAA as his last stop before the major leagues, who is also shaping up to be a premier power hitter? Now, again, there is no certainty that the Mets will go after full throttle Murakami this offseason, especially given the competition that they are going to be having with the Dodgers in terms of the money needed to get him in the doors, because Freddie Freeman is nearing the end of his contract at the Dodgers. He's getting up there in age, and he's only got 2 years left before the Dodgers will need another first baseman at that position. So Mets fans, let me know in the comments section down below, what do you make of David Stearns traveling over to Japan and scouting Murakami ahead of this offseason, especially in the midst of this season right now where the Mets team has their own struggles to deal with? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that the Mets are moving on from Pete Alonso? Or do you think that Pete Alonso remains a New York Met and Murakami goes elsewhere after he is posted? Make sure to hit those thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for all the latest news and reports, and I'll see you all for the pregame stream ahead of Mets vs. Braves tonight. Let's go Mets.